Roger, this is your Sky Captain speaking. We're going for another scenic tour. We're taking a look over the lovely city of Paris. And, yeah, we're taking off from the Orly Airport, hopefully being able to hit the sights. I do hope you enjoy this tour, and if you want to see other cities, let me know. I am compiling lists because people seem kind of excited for me to show off all of these tours, which is kind of great because I like doing this. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to hit the landmarks, and I do hope you enjoy the action. If you do happen to live in the area, I'd love to hear it in the comments, and that's always fun to hear about people actually residing in these spots. And I hope you enjoy this scenic tour that hopefully dives deep into the realms of what this city has to offer. And if I miss any cool spots, be sure to let me know, because I really, want to make sure everybody knows all the spots. And if you do have any cool facts, I also like to hear about those as well. So we are using an i9 9900K paired with a RTX 2080 Ti. Usually I flip those around, but we're doing a little bit different today. It's wild. We're in Paris. We'll always have Paris. And, yeah, it should be a really great time to fly over this really, majestic old city, which has some absolutely lovely sights and locations to visit. And we once again have our cool, majestic little red tour plane, which I think has a decent, sort of speed for showcasing all of this stuff. And I do hope you enjoy this tour of the area. There's a lot more green out into the distance than I would have thought. I always anticipated this to be more of a heavier city. One of those spots I really wanted to go on, like a European tour, would be a quick run through of Paris to kind of take a look at it. And hopefully we are heading towards where I want to be heading, and I believe we're in the right direction to do so. And yeah, it should be a nice, calm, relaxing time. Those buildings over there are important to see. There's Luxembourg Palace, so I do think that we are on somewhat of the right track to at least see, some of the cool spots out there in this lovely city. Should be a good, calm time. We will try to get a little bit closer to the positions that we want to show off. Also showing off a little bit of the distance. Yeah, I gotta say, I like how nature has really sort of been integrated in here. You don't really see that with a lot of U.S. cities when you visit those. I mean, I'm from Canada, so I'm kind of used to the green here, but yeah, it's really quite nice. And I mean, it might not be completely reflective of life, but you get the idea of what I'm saying. Just in the background, the city does have, lots of green space, which I think is kind of lovely. I imagine that's this is the downtown section to a degree, because you're noticing a lot more density within the environment. So we are going to slightly adjust our speed, well, not really speed, but our height. Going to be getting a little bit lower so that we can show off the area in greater detail. We usually do the high flyover at the start and get a little bit lower so that we can show off the detail of these places. And we might have to do a couple fly-throughs because everything's really close. And that's the Eiffel Tower over there, which is cool. But we might go up north, hit up these spots, and then kind of wrap around a little bit in order to take a look at the Eiffel Tower a little bit more in depth. So here is Luxembourg Palace. As we mentioned, far, far away was the first one to kind of pop up on our flight tour. Fairly well detailed, lots of green space, kind of a nice looking area. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, it'd be so cool to visit this stuff. And museum, I'm not even going to... Louvre Museum? I'm not going to try to pronounce that properly. Louvre? I mean, I did take a little bit of French for like a semester or something, but that didn't really stick too much. Je m'appelle Jason. Bonjour. And, I don't know, something ça va mal is like sad or whatever, but yeah, sorry, I'm not good at it. Really didn't stick because it was a long time ago. So the Basquiat is right up there. Kind of a nice little spot to visit, and yes, we are dealing with some performance dips because there is a lot of density There we go. Now it's cleaned up a little bit. Getting a good look at that architecture. The slow motion actually kind of helps you really get a look at that spot. But let's get out of this area because it's dense. Sorry if we've missed cool stuff over there. That building looks neat, whatever that is. Let's get back over to this spot and take a look at more of the large, or, well, really large and intense architecture that's showing over here. This stuff really does stick out, which I think is super cool. You know, in the skyline and all that. I just think it's really neat to have buildings, you know, landmarks like this that are so interesting and iconic. Grand Palais. Oh, do we have more sunken bridges? That was hilarious in London, where the sunken bridges with the cars kind of driving over them. Really cool. And to the left we have Paladins. It's kind of cool. And the detail of the courtyard's really nice. Huh. It's also an interesting little, you know, sort of plant strip going up the middle there. It's kind of cool. Again, so much like building density as well. Obviously, this is the Eiffel Tower, a very iconic spot. It'd be so cool to visit that someday, hopefully. For me to be able to take a look at that place, that would be really, really cool. In real life, I mean, it's wondrous seeing it, you know, like this up above, but it would also just be remarkable to actually, you know, witness that in person. So hopefully someday that happens too. We've also got a little spot right behind it there too. Nice little gates. It'd be really cool to see, you know, both sides like that. I think we fought in that in Modern Warfare 3 in Call of Duty. the bridge there that's kind of sunk in between the Eiffel Tower and that. I remember that being like an iconic spot, which is kind of funny. And you know, it's even got like the middle section that kind of splits off too. Oh, whoa. Why is that not landmarked? That's kind of an iconic little spot right there too. I noticed that. I don't know if you're seeing in the middle kind of section there between all the buildings. I can't quite recall what that is off the top of my head, but I know that is a specifically kind of important landmark area too. Movies, games, lots of places actually showcase that. In the games, it's always war games, though, so hopefully there'll be a Happy French game at some point that shows off that I can't think of the name of it, but very iconic little spot there. All their cool stuff is like really in one convenient place, which is fantastic. Uh-oh. I gotta even up. We got this lovely park area here, and then some more kind of deeper, I guess, downtown-esque building structures off in the distance. So this might be worth kind of taking a look at, I'm guessing. I think that was the green area here is the Boyas de Boulogne. Oh, I shouldn't even try to pronounce things I don't understand. This is embarrassing, but, you know, I'm trying to give a good tour of this area. And I think the green area over to the left is Fort de Manali, La Malmaison. Again, horribly pronounced. And I think this is like actually a different like section. It's like Nanterre is the area here. Trying my best. But then we kind of got lots of, you know, secondary areas outside of the city, some water areas, a river. Obviously, rivers are like the important aspect of a city's core, right? And I think that's about our, you know, our tour of this French city. I thought it was kind of important to show off. Maybe we'll hit up these buildings over there to the right. Or we'll crash out. Now we evened up. We got this. We're doing fine. But yeah, that's all the hot spots over there. You know, kind of the key areas. At least I think so. And then you kind of get to the secondary landscapes that kind of surround the city. Rivers are always a big cutting point in that regard. They almost act like a ring road to some degree. Just in regards to their style and how they curve around the landscape. Always lovely. I just want to take a look at this like little grouping of buildings here because I think it looks very unique. Probably not important, but Kind of just a cool little spot to show off there. You know, you gotta kind of look for neat things on your tour to kind of point out just due to the dimensions and the depth that are presented within the environment. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like just like apartment buildings or something. A little disappointing. We got that big circular thing over there. That's kind of cool. Fly over there, and then that will end and conclude. Well, end and conclude are the same thing, but finish off our adventure in Paris. You know, seeing the sights and hopefully some of the key architectural points that the city has to offer. And apologies for butchering any of the titlings of the locations. I'm sure they do matter to quite a lot of individuals that would reside in this spot or have a knowledge of the history of this particular location. And we're just doing a flyover there. I'm assuming that is a green place of some degree. Oh, there's another airport there too, the Le Boquet. I actually considered launching from that one, but I took a deep look at the different areas and figured the one I went to kind of best presented what I was looking for in regards to a launching point to get to Paris fast. Well, the heart of Paris fast. Are there any other planes that are actually flying over here? There could be other people. You never know, right? Yeah, it just looks like a cool, big building. Neato. Oh, that's the city.